Sign up to the SBR Network and use your free daily bet points to earn real-world prizes. Click on the page and start winning now.
Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing the 2014 NBA playoffs right now with Troy West from allplayswin.com, who's given us a ton of advice, great advice, winning advice, profitable advice, all playoffs long, including, he picked Portland as an underdog twice, and they did win one of those series, so he got a win on that one. But they did get blasted by the Spurs, who looked like they might have made just turned a corner in Game 7 of their series against Dallas. We are now going to discuss the Western Conference Finals, OKC and the Spurs. Troy, thanks for being back with us.
Hey, thanks a lot, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, I took a little bit of a hit with the Blazers losing to the Spurs, but I have to emphasize that was very much a very small value play that we saw. But you know what? I think this would be an outstanding series. Excited to talk about OKC and the Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have handicapping balls, and when you have handicapping balls, you're going to be taking a lot of contrarian underdog plays, and some of those plays are going to lose. And you did the exact same thing when we covered the Eastern Conference Finals. You did a ballsy pick on Indiana having some value at plus 306, but you've given us a lot of great advice overall. Before we get into the Western Conference Finals analysis here, give a quick plug for allplayswin.com.
Hey, thanks, Pete. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've been on an absolute roll over the last couple of months now. Outstanding in baseball. We've hit just about dang near every one of our NBA series plays. We've been outstanding in the hockey playoffs so far. So I really encourage people to come check out allplayswin.com. I think we're very unique when it comes to sports handicapping services out there.
Right. Well, I'm very happy that you are previewing this series with us. An interesting series, interesting line. OKC at Spurs. The Spurs, of course, they look like maybe this was a year when they might not be such a good bet, but then they absolutely turned a corner in Game 7 against Dallas and really rolled over Portland. It was a pretty impressive series win in 5 games. Now, though, they're playing OKC, and 2 years ago, OKC did beat the Spurs. They already have experience beating the Spurs once to get to the NBA Finals, and right now at Pinnacle, the Spurs are minus 160 to win the series. OKC is plus 142. Question here, I guess, is just how much of an unstoppable machine are the Spurs right now? They look pretty machine-like and unstoppable against Portland. Do we have the same deal here against OKC? I'm not sure. What do you think, Troy West?
Boy, this is the absolute hardest series I've ever had to handicap, Pete, but I will go with the underdog, and this would be a very more of a lean than an actual pick. Both these teams are playing outstanding basketball. You can't take away what OKC did against a very, very good Clippers team. They beat them on the road a couple times. Kevin Durant absolutely showing that he is the MVP of this league, absolutely taking care of business when it had to be done. Westbrook starting to play better. This OKC team has so much energy. I'm not sure if the Spurs can match it in a 7-game series, but my God, what can you take away from the San Antonio Spurs? They look like the machine that they were even in the 90s. This team has not slowed down at all. But I think matchups is the biggest thing, Pete. Who is going to go up against Kevin Durant? Is it going to be Boris Diaw? Is it going to be Splitter? I don't know. I don't think they have somebody to guard Kevin Durant. And I really think OKC has some pretty good matchups for guys like Tim Duncan. I think Russell Westbrook will give Tony Parker a little bit of a run for his money. So I think the matchup, slight edge to Oklahoma City. But one X factor too, Pete, Greg Popovich versus Scotty Brooks. I think Popovich gets a 10 where Scotty Brooks maybe gets a 2. So that could play a big role in this series as well.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think the main 2 factors here are, why did Portland get rolled in the last series against the Spurs, and what is OKC going to be able to bring that's different from Portland that's better?
I think it's going to be experience, Pete. This Portland team really had no playoff experience whatsoever. Their coach hadn't been to the playoffs. None of those players have been to the playoffs. We know how many years the Spurs have had in the playoffs. Oklahoma City has playoff experience. We know that this is a team that's been in the NBA Finals. They've been in the playoffs ever since Kevin Durant hit the NBA. So this is a team that has much more experience than the Portland Trailblazers have. Scotty Brooks now has been in the playoffs another year. That's got to do nothing but help this team. The energy level that they're playing with and the production they're finally getting from some of their role players, this is a better Oklahoma City team than it is the Portland Trailblazers.
All right, so you're not fazed by the dominance that the Spurs showed over Portland. You think that OKC will legitimately bring a better team to the court than Portland did in their last series?
Yeah, no, it does scare me. Don't get me wrong. This would be more lean or even just a very small bet. I think this is going to be an outstanding series that likely goes 7 games. But I do truly believe that the reason that the Oklahoma City is just a slight dog rather than a big dog is because they provide some tough matchups for San Antonio to defend. Really, Portland Trailblazers really didn't bring much to the table in that series. I thought they'd bring a little bit more energy that the Spurs could match. That didn't happen. But I think Oklahoma City is more of a matchup problem defensively for the San Antonio Spurs.
All right. Thanks so much for all your thoughts and insights on this. Troy West from allplayswin.com. The Spurs minus 160, OKC plus 142. Where is the value? Troy West from allplayswin.com thinks slight value, very slight value, with OKC at plus 142. Thanks so much, Troy.